Hello everybody, it is Baldrick off here, and in today's episode I'll be talking to you about the 44 Magnum in Call of Duty Ghosts and what I think of it. So as you can see here, the gameplay isn't the best, but it does give you a good understanding of how the Magnum performs in akimbo. I didn't really like using the Magnum as a single gun because it just doesn't really look as good, and this makes me feel a bit like a cowboy, so I think we should just keep it like this. Anyway, let's get on to my thoughts. So the Magnum at first, Drifter even said it was the most powerful pistol in Call of Duty Ghosts, and I think you should have no doubt in this, as it can one hit kill people with one gun, let alone akimbo guns, at close range. So if you fire 2 bullets into them, it's definitely a one-hit kill at close range, and in theory can be a bit better than a shotgun at times, because shotguns aren't always one-hit kills at close range, which is a bit dumb as well, but what can you do? Obviously there is a problem with akimbo. You don't really get the range you want with such a beastly weapon, but you can sort of make up for this by putting the ACOG scope on it. The ACOG scope definitely does make you aim a bit slower if you just hip firing it, but if you want to get those long shots which take about 2 hits to kill, you definitely want to use that ACOG scope or maybe some barrel attachment. But I don't think you should bother putting the silencers on these beasts, as it does make them a bit weaker, so I think you should just keep them standardized or put some extra long barrel on them to make them even better. Another thing I'd have to say about this gun is that every time you shoot you have to pull the I don't know what it's called, but you have to cock the gun again, so that does take a bit of time, making it the slowest pistol in the pistol class. And it's not the slowest gun in the game, obviously the snipers are slower, but it's like, yeah, it's definitely the slowest pistol. And this definitely can be a problem if you're only using one, because if you miss you have to steady your aim again and shoot again, and if you miss that you're dead, because in Call of Duty Ghosts almost every single gun kills very quickly. Another thing you can consider when you're using these weapons is going knife only. You tend to run very fast with any pistol equipped, and not just these pistols, but knife only is definitely an option, and it's very good for pissing people off at camping, or you just want to maybe do a knife only gameplay. It's up to you guys. There's so many things to be said about these epic guns. Another downside to them is obviously their reload time. They've also got the slowest reload time. This is obviously to make up for their extraordinary damage, which is just ridiculous for a pistol, to be honest. But it is a 44 Magnum, so what do you expect? It is a very beast gun. It would be cool if you could get if you know those cowboy guns with those they're like sort of rifles, but they've got a rotating barrel. It's kind of like that shotgun we've got in Call of Duty Ghosts, except with a really big rifle bullet. I think that would be just really awesome to use in COD Ghosts, especially akimbo. I know you can't really do lever action akimbo like the 1887 in Modern Warfare 2, but I think just adding all these classic guns into this game just makes it a spectacular feeling when you're getting those long range hits with akimbo weapons. It definitely gives you the joy of killing someone in this game. But another thing is that if you're doing this, you aren't really going to be able to play the objective too well. It's sort of more of a just doing it for fun. You're not also going to get a very good kill death ratio. I know numerous times where I've gotten like 5 kills and 20 deaths using the Magnum, but with a akimbo I tend to get about, I'd say, 0.8 to 2 KD, so they're pretty effective in basically any map, as long as you're just running around near the buildings. I wouldn't use it on that really big map with all the grass and the stone, because you really need an accurate gun for that map, so don't go all stupid and just run around with these guns unless you're playing on a map that makes them suitable to use on. What else can I comment on these guns? Also, you'd want scavenger equipped, as you definitely waste through these bullets very fast, especially if you're just spamming both triggers. You definitely need scavenger to resupply yourself here. And that also goes through primary. And if you don't want to use these as a primary, so be it. They make a very good secondary weapon, and that's what they're meant to be used for. So what you can do, you can have your primary, and then you've got those in case you run out of ammo for your primary. And then you might not want scavenger, but if you're using these by themselves, you definitely need scavenger. You want or a 9-bang, I think. I'm not sure what they're called, but they definitely make some flash thing, and it definitely stuns the enemies. Another thing you might want to use is maybe smoke grenades. They'd work pretty well. You can throw them, run in, knife a few people, shoot a few people, and as you just saw there, at really close range it does own, and at medium range it owns just as much, with Akimbo being a 2-hit kill. If you get both hits, you've gotten the kill basically anywhere on the map. So I think that's about it for now. I'll be bringing you a explosives video next, or you might have seen it already because I'm going to record that next. Anyway guys, I hope you have a nice day. Remember to comment, rate and subscribe if you've watched this far, and I would really appreciate a comment telling me on how I could improve my videos. Hope you liked that little intro at the start. Tell me if you want to see me keep that or just stick to the standard intro where I just put Baldrick's off first instead of a little epic clip from the gameplay. Anyway guys, see you later. Have a nice day.
Target secure. Enemy SATCOM spotted. Alpha secure. Losing Charlie. Uplink enabled. Enemy SATCOM spotted. Losing Alpha. We lost Alpha. Friendly Oracle overhead. Enemy has A. Friendly SATCOM active. Securing Alpha. Be secure. Losing Charlie.